find this actually amazing. If anyone has been in the business for any length of time, it's so hard to get to the people that you can give a pitch to. And here we have a person right here. Here we go. Those of you who are at the back, you might want to come down a little closer because I'm going to introduce Dominique Dussault, and she is the Senior Project Manager for Teletoon Canada. Her office is in Montreal. Her background is in advertising with Leo Burnett Agency in Montreal, and then moving on to Teletoon. She's in charge of all versioning, in other words, turning an English language production into French, for instance, or...
Just French.
Just French, okay. And she also is the person that you talk to if you have an idea for a series that you would like to interest Teletoon in. So we're very fortunate to have her here and to give us the straight goods on what Teletoon is looking for in an animated television show. Okay, but I think you're going to work without a mic, eh? Or do you want...
I think so. Can everyone hear me? Yeah? Everything's good? Okay, sure, yeah. So, how to pitch to Teletoon? Go first slide. So, I will explain a little bit who we are. I work in the original productions department. There's two departments in the programming department. So there's acquisitions and there is original productions where we take all the pitches from all of you. So I'll run through my little agenda, who we are, how to pitch, development, and production. Okay, so Teletoon Original Productions. We do all our productions in French and English, where my role comes in, where I do the French versioning. We require exclusive French and English broadcast rights for Canada, and exclusive multi-platform rights, including VOD, mobile, wireless, digital downloads, and internet streaming. We have conditions of license from the CRTC, and these are what they are principally. So 60% of our programming is Canadian. Our prime time is from 4 to 6, where we have to have a lot of CanCon in there. 47% of our revenue goes back into the Canadian production industry. And since it was created in 1997, we've produced more than 3,730 hours of animation, $236 million invested, and more than $89 million coming from the CTF, now the CMF, and 90% of our programming is animation. So, some quick statistics, but I just want to point out the two main ones, which is our audience is composed of 44% kids, 58% of which is male, and 42% of which is female. And our main competitors are YTV and Family. And on our French network, we have 36% kids who watch us, and 44% are female, and 56% are men. And our main competitors are VAC, UPA, and Télé-Québec. So, the process. This is the internal process. This is what happens inside of Teletoon. So our goal is to find the best Canadian concepts that are out there, coming from you guys. So from about 300 pitches a year, about less than 20 will go into development. So they can be pitched pretty much anywhere at MIP, Kids Screen. Could have been here, but I don't really have time, unfortunately. But next time I'll try to stay a little longer. And at any other time to any other member of the team. So it can be pitched by producers, creators, animators, and individuals as well. And the materials can range from a one-sheet to a Bible all the way to a full pilot.
Does everyone know what a one-sheet is? Then we can explain.
I'll get to a one-sheet in just a minute. It's a little far in my presentation. So whoever gets the pitch, the process is the same. It'll come to me, I will log it, so we keep track of every single project we get. And I'll do a first pass to see if it's on brand or not. So if there's something that comes in, for example, that's educational, which Teletoon does not do, I can right away tell my boss, look, this is going to be a pass because we don't do that. So then it's reviewed by Athena, the manager of original productions, and it's either refused, straight pass, or we go to a second review by the OP group. And then the chosen few will go to the green light committee. And then after that, it's two possibilities, either go to development or into production. It's really rare that we'll go straight into production. We really try to go into development first. So for you guys, where to start? Familiarize yourself with our shows. I just want to check something because I know I wanted to mention something here. Oh yeah. Okay. As I've been telling some of you, when you come to pitch to Teletoon, if you do come to pitch in person to one of our team, it's not a great idea to start your pitch with, I don't watch TV, or everything on TV sucks. Because we know there's good programming out there, and we can't deny that, so I wouldn't start with that. So familiarize yourself with our shows and our blocks. So I just put the ones that we have right now, but these change all the time, so it's important to just keep watching our network and just to see what's on. I'm not going to run through all of these.
Okay.
And then, so I say do your research, watch the channel, check out our website, and very important is to be able to tell us where you see our show on our schedule. What do you see it paired up with? Do you see it with a 16? Do you see it beside a total drama? You have to be able to tell us where you see it fitting on our schedule. That's very important to us. So just our schedule for now. You can find these on our website if you want to take a look. It's a little hard to see. And then I have the French one. So our schedules are different on the French and the English networks. Okay, so what we're looking for right now, and I have to say that our needs may change in 6 months, so you can always give me a call and ask me if these are still our needs in 6 months or a year. So boy comedy 8 to 12, that is girl inclusive. So think Johnny Test or Spliced, which just went on there. Tween comedy, total drama 16, or primetime co-view. We want families to watch us together. And what we're not looking for. So educational programming, like I mentioned before, preschool, programs that are too niche, live action without animation, and primarily girls food sorry, that was a bit of a slip. Girls food programs. So know your show. If you come to pitch to us, oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. By boy comedy that's girl inclusive, you mean shows like Fairly Odd Parents and Nanny Gang? The ones that have like male leads, but also
Yeah.
you know make like girl jokes, whatever.
Although those aren't on Teletoon, but
Yeah,
you know.
that's what it's.
That's okay. So yeah, know your show. Be able to explain to us in a few lines what your show is all about. So a good synopsis is it goes a long way. Who's your target audience? Know who know who you want to be watching your show. What's the genre? So comedy, action, adventure. Format, are you going for a 22-minute or 2 times 11 minutes, 3 times 7 minutes? Multi-platform ideas, does it have a web component? Know your characters, who are they, how they develop, their flaws, their qualities, and the storylines. Do you have enough ideas for several episodes? And just to make things easier for you, on our website we have this available. So we ask that everyone fill this out and you have all the details for you to be able to just tell us that would be a one sheet. So you can fill that out or you can make up your own, and just as long as you have all those details, that's what we're looking for. Development. So after we've greenlit a project, we usually have an average of 8 titles a year. We usually give about $25,000 for Teletoon money, and the CMF can also match that, so that would be $50,000 for development. So we ask them to develop a Bible, designs, and usually some scripts. It can differ if you've already got this material available. The production executives are the one who oversee the development for Teletoon. So we participate in the whole process of development, so we'll be reading the scripts, we'll be commenting on the designs, just trying to make it more complete and a little better, as good as it can be. And then we go back to green light once development is finished to recommend to go into production, or if it's going to be a pass. So I was just going to say 50% of the shows that we have in development make it to production. We're really ahead of the norm. It rarely happens. So this is what we currently have in development. I won't really go through all the shows, but next I have an example of packages from Planet X, which we're developing with Studio B in Vancouver. So it's a comedy for boys. Our development partner is Disney XD American Greetings. And actually, we've developed a series Bible designed back into scripts. And I just want to give you a little bit of an example of how much designs can change. So those are the old designs, new design, old Amanda, new Amanda, just to show you how much we can work with the producer just to get the right image that we're looking for. So, and this is in development, and we're probably going to be taking it to green light in the next few months. Finally, production. So after you've gone through development and you decide to go into production, when Teletoon commissions a show, we don't own the show, we acquire the license to broadcast the show. So our investment, I was explaining this a little bit yesterday, can be from 20 to 50% of a production budget. And the CMF, they give us a broadcast envelope, and I think that's public knowledge. We got about $13 million this year. So we have to access these funds, we have to invest at least 25% of the production budget, and then the producer can get another 20-25% from the CMF, and then you can get tax credits and other ways to finance your show. So with this investment comes a responsibility to ensure the best, to get the best show possible. So that's why there's an opening